For several years now, the junior class of KIS has traveled to Aikwangwon to experience a magical place where the power of love and friendship brings light to humanity. The story of Aikwangwon began in 1952 at the height of the Korean War, where a 26-year-old widow, Im Soon-kim, took refuge on Koje Island with her infant daughter. Fast forward 65 years later, the 92-year-old Mrs. Kim, founder of Aikwangwon, tells us about an eventful day that changed her life and the lives of so many people.
6.25가 나서 여기 피난을 왔어요. 그래서 피난 와서 그때 많은 이북 피난민들이 오고 그래서 갓난 아기들이 많이 버리워져서 정부에서 나보고 그 아기를 좀 맡아달라고 해서 그래서 맡았어요. 못하겠다고 밤에 하룻밤 내내 기도했어요. 그래서 그 아이들 이렇게 비참한 아이들 내가 어떻게 키울 수 있느냐고 못하겠다고 하나님 앞에 기도했어요. 그런데 새벽 내내 기도하다가 나 아이들도 피곤해서 자버렸고 나도 피곤해서 이렇게 앉아서 꼬꾸러져서 잠이 들었는데 새벽에 멀리서 교회 종이 울렸어요. 그래서 내가 새벽 종이 울리는구나 하고 일어나려고 이렇게 하는데 왜 네가 그런 비참한 아이들하고 사는데 네가 떨어지려고 하느냐. 그 아이들을 네 수준으로 이끌어 올리라 하는 큰 음성을 들었어요. 그래서 그 소리 듣고 깜짝 놀라서 내가 두 손 잡고 예 맞습니다 하나님 아버지 나 평생토록 이 아이들하고 살겠습니다 하고 나도 모르게 그렇게 서원을 해버렸어요. 우리 세상에서 버림받은 사람들이 사는 이곳에 하나님의 사랑의 빛이 항상 쪼이는 그런 동산이라 해서 애광원으로 했습니다. 그렇게 서원한 것이 어느 사이에 65년이 돼버렸어요.
Mrs. Kim established her home on three worthy ideals: be honest, be diligent, and be clean. When officials came to see Aikwangwon's operation, they were so impressed by the expression of this motto that generous donations and support sustained the important work of this place. Over the years, Aikwangwon expanded from an orphanage to a special facility for mentally and physically challenged children and adults. Each year, KIS students embrace this facility with open arms.
On the first day, we went to this giant gym with a whole crowd of these residents, and I was really nervous to meet who I was going to be partnered up with. But the person I was partnered up with, he could do anything that any other normal person could do, except that he wasn't able to express himself. He couldn't give off any facial expressions. And so whenever he was happy or enthusiastic, or if he was a little uncomfortable, he couldn't use his expressions to tell people and express himself. But then instead, what was really exciting and so special to see was the fact that he still communicated using his hands, his arms. He used his entire body to express himself. Although his face was very stoic, he would do like a dance, or he'd just shake my hand, and then he'd just start clapping if he was really happy. And so that was really, really touching to see the fact that even though they have these limitations, they find their way around them, and the fact that they go out of their way in order to just show that they really appreciate you being there was really special to me.
The big challenge for me and a lot of my friends that I saw is that we had to figure out a different way to communicate, because a lot of us expected to be able to talk to them, but it wasn't that way. And without verbal communication, we have to think about in what other ways can we communicate with these people and in their individual capacities. So my partner on the first day at the gym, she really couldn't understand speech either, so there was always I wanted something back and forth with this person, and that was really difficult. But even just squeezing her hand, and if she squeezes back or if she blows on me and then I blow back and she blows back, then it still felt like I was connecting with her, and I really didn't need speech to do that, which was new and cool.
When I got there, I realized that these people have had these problems, some of them for all their lives, so they already know how to go about their days. Maybe sometimes they need help, but then it was much easier of a task than I thought it'd be, because I don't actually have to do too much for them. They already know how to go about their lives, but just you being there to help them out really meant a lot to them, and that was really a special feeling.
I remember being partnered up with this boy. He was like one of the mentally disabled people, not like physically. So his name was, I still remember his name was like Jin Jung, and I was partnered with him and another classmate named Chris Park. And he really liked walking, and he wasn't able to talk a lot, but I was really able to see that he really had interest in us and that he was really happy that he was with us. And we did a lot of drawing activities with him. I do remember that he ate what do you call it? You know, like the drawing material. He ate one of them, so it was really tragic in a sense, but we were able to see that he was really interested in drawing. He was interested in standing up, walking around, trying to talk to people. You know, those stuff that normally young kids like to do. So it was very touching to see that, oh, these people also like to do the things that we also normally do when we were probably younger.
As we were leaving, me and a friend, we were like, it's really amazing the stuff you do. And the lady was just like, oh, no, it's not amazing. It's just what you should do. And I thought that was really impressive. I mean, it is amazing. So things like that just kind of make you think, volunteering there for 3 days, I don't think it made me a better person or, a totally different person, but it's made me a little bit more aware of, it gives me a perspective on the world.
So during the day we left, this boy named Jin Young Jung, he used to be my partner, and I talked with him, and I tried to talk with him for a long time. We tried to say bye, but although he wasn't able to say don't go, please stay with me, please promise you're going to come back, he wasn't trying to let us go, so he was holding our hands really tightly, and it really hurt me. It hurt my heart to say bye.
Executive Director Woo Jung-soon talks about the special partnership formed between KIS and Aikwangwon.
One day I got a call from Kristen. Can we come as a big group? And I said, oh, love it, because that will be even better, that whole experience for our residents will be an exciting one. But at the same time, I was thinking and hoping that young students at their young age to come and see and experience that, to realize that these mentally disabled or physically disabled people are the same human beings, has the same hearts and same soul, although their expression or the way they communicate is different from us. So if they understand that, they will all become the very important citizens and community leaders and future global leaders to make it better and equal place for everybody. That's my big dream.
Beyond the experience to connect with the people of Aikwangwon, the students hike the cliffs of Koji Island, experience the lighthouse, invade the beach, get messy with s'mores, and even karaoke on the bus ride home.
This year it was particularly rewarding because of the scenery. So we were outside by the ocean, and so once you got to the top of the lighthouse after the hike, you could look out, you're on a cliff, and you could look out into vast ocean, and it's just something you don't get to see every day at school, especially since we're surrounded by mountains, hills, and plains. So that part of this year's hike was especially meaningful because of that rewarding feeling that we got. beach ready. They would start throwing each other into the water, start burying in the stands, playing volleyball. So that was really a memorable moment for me because at the end of the day, everyone could just be themselves and it was a lot of fun. And I don't think anyone had a bad time at the beach really. It was just really awesome moments.
I think they chose a perfect time frame for it, and the sun was setting and the temperature was just right, and then they had a barbecue and they had s'mores, and it's just kind of the essential field trip moment. It was just really nice to get to relax and be with friends.